Hello and welcome. I'm Cal, a gunner who likes talking about Arsenal and football in general. And today I just wanted to do a review on the game that we just came back from seeing, which was Arsenal versus Newcastle, the preseason, you know, and it sure was spicy. As we all know, for some reason, Arsenal and Newcastle has had this kind of rivalry for the past 2 or 3 years, and it was a pretty spicy game. Not a game I actually wanted to actually do this preseason because I just thought it was going to be pretty physical, which it was. But other than that aspect of the game, I really am excited about two players in particular that I'm going to discuss in this video. The first one being Martin Zubimendi, which has been probably the most underrated signing of the window thus far across all clubs. He is absolutely sensational, and it's extremely exciting to actually see him work. And another one, someone that I actually didn't know was arriving, to be honest. And we all know his name by now if you're an Arsenal fan. Max Dowman. He's actually setting the world on fire. Everyone's actually seeing what he's doing, and it's insane. It's crazy. And when Mikel Arteta said goosebumps, I actually didn't think the goosebumps would be coming from Max Dowman and Zubimendi because I'm getting them from Max Dowman and Zubimendi. And before I get into it, please hit that like button as it helps promote the video, and please hit subscribe if you want to see more. Now, let's get into it. Martin Zubimendi looks absolutely amazing in the game. I really was not expecting him to be this polished this early. I was expecting something a little bit more rough, a little bit more, I don't know. I thought he'd take a little longer to get into it, and this was pretty much the perfect opposition to really test him against. Even though I didn't want to play Newcastle because of how rough I thought they were going to be, and they were rough. Martin Zubimendi handled that pretty easily, you know. And Newcastle is pretty much as rough as it gets in the Prem, and they weren't holding back in this preseason game. So if he can handle Newcastle, I'm pretty confident with him handling anyone else in the league when the league starts. So this gives me so much more confidence in him adapting. I actually was not expecting the adaptation to be just this quick, this early. He hasn't really even embedded himself in the team. He doesn't know people's tendencies. He doesn't know the runs people like to make. But he's already pinging the ball left, right, controlling the pace, winning balls back in the midfield. It is just absolutely fantastic the things that he did there in that preseason game. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that the midfield were going to get the ball rolling. And that was one of my greatest fears going into the season because I was always thinking at the back of my mind, is Martin Zubimendi going to work? How long is the embedment period going to be? Because I personally thought Mikel Moreno would have been a little bit better than he is in the midfield. He seems to be better. He seems to be better up front with us, but pardon me, it seems like I don't need to have that same worry with Martin Zubimendi. It's just great. And we didn't even get to see the complete midfield with Martin Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard because we just saw Martin Zubimendi with mostly in that first half, Martin Zubimendi with Mikel Moreno and Ethan Waneri. When Odegaard came on, it was a bit more. It was even more fluid than it was with Dan Waneri, and we probably got about 15 minutes with with Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard, which is going to be our main midfield. And to be honest, the goals that we conceded in the game, I think with Declan Rice in the midfield, we probably wouldn't have conceded that because Rice is the legs in the midfield. Like Zubimendi is more of a Jorginho type conductor player, better on the ball, whereas Rice is the guy who's going to break up play and win you balls back defensively. So with our proper fully fit midfield next season, it's just all it's just going to work. It was so great watching us play like that. And even in that first half with only Mikel Marino and Ethan Waneri playing, we were moving the ball way better than we were anywhere that I saw last season. We were just The ball was just ticking. We were just moving. It wasn't this slow start, stop, turn, move. And also, Martin Zubimendi doesn't seem to have a right side bias like Thomas Partey did. So he's spraying it right, he's spraying it left. If we had, a better left winger and our left side was a bit, more, you know, formed, we probably would have created better opportunities on that left hand side. And hopefully we are solving that problem. But I'm pretty excited about Martin Zubimendi because of this game, and it really does make me feel relieved that I don't think he's gonna have like an embedment period. I think we're gonna just start rolling game day one. And in other news, the elephant in the room, the guy that we didn't see coming, another reason why I think the goosebumps are goosebumping, Max Dowman. This kid isn't normal. Like what we're seeing is just not normal. And sometimes you watch him play. Like he came on last game and you're like, okay, this is good. This kid's good. Then he came on today and it was like, okay. He did it again, but it's like it's just different. As soon as he came on the pitch, bang, drops Joe Linton. He gets smacked. Forget about Joe Linton. Then the runs that he makes, people say that he glides. It's like he runs the same speed with the ball than without the ball. And when he takes the ball, he doesn't have to slow down in his stride. He will just take the ball in his stride and just keep it with him and just continue going with speed. He's decisive. His decision making's like he has a decision making of like a 26-year-old. And it's just not normal. Like zero fair. And when I was watching him, it felt like I was watching something special. And then you go online and you see what other people are thinking. And when rivals are all like tuning in and having things to say, like not even just rivals from the Prem, when like Real Madrid and Barcelona fans are going, wait, what? When they're watching him and they're kind of completely shocked. People are calling him the best 15-year-old in the world. So it's like you kind of get that confirmation that okay, what I saw just then wasn't normal. This is happening. And it's extremely exciting to see what Hale End is producing because you can't buy these players. Like that's why like Lamine Yamal, you can't buy him. He spawned in Barcelona and that's it. He's just there. And if Max Dowman played for a different club, like Real Madrid would just pick him up. So we need to do everything in our power to keep him. Apparently his dad is a pardon me, is a has a season ticket and a lifetime fan of Arsenal, so that's really good news. We need to do everything in our power to keep this guy and make sure that he develops well, and we need to protect him at all costs. He's in year 10. Don't play him every game. Just give him a couple minutes this season. Let him come on for Carabao's, maybe to close a couple Premier League games when we're winning. Let him rack up that experience training with the first team. They've handled it really well so far because he trained with the first team last season. Let's continue doing stuff like that. Let's embed him in slowly. For all the numbnuts that thinks it was a waste to buy Madueke and we should like Dowman is cover for Saka, pull your head in. He's not. He's not a Prem proven player. He's just a kid. He's still going to high school. Let him live. Let him breathe. We don't want to ruin this kid. We want him to be comfortable. We want him to focus on his studies and just keep it rolling, keep it ticking. Because he will get his chance and he is the future of Arsenal Football Club. Okay? Like if this continues, like he's the future of the club. And I think I'm going to label this video maybe past and future, like not past and future, but maybe present, future, or something like that. I might just call it goosebumps or whatever, but it feels like what was really exciting about this game in particular is because we're getting in the win now players like Zubimendi, who is like extremely good, and it feels good about going into the season confident. I didn't even talk about Gyökeres and what that's going to do, and we haven't even seen him yet, so that's exciting. But just Zubimendi on his own is exciting, and then we're looking at Haaland and we're seeing, Max Dowman, Waneri, Mars Lewis Skelly, and we're seeing a couple of the other youngsters, and it's like the present is bright, the near future is bright, and the far future is bright, and it's really exciting to be an Arsenal fan right now, and like I know we want to win this season and winning is like means everything to us the fans and we need to see it, but like being optimistic about the future and the club as a whole and seeing your club do the right things and take the right steps is really really nice. But anyway, that's just me. If you want to like the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, like if you want to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.